2K games are kind of terrible.
You don't say.
I do. I just did actually. Uh, um, turns out they're terrible. And
Well,
what I was trying to say was like they are bad, and they're not like. I think when you say something is objectively bad, that means like it's not good, but some people might like it. Is that what that means?
no, that's subjectively.
Subjectively, so objectively
If it's
bad, it's
objectively, like
bad.
that means it's not arguing. Like this
Yeah,
is just a thing you have to accept.
yeah, it's just not good. Yeah, it's just objectively not good.
Like the
So,
world is round. Objectively, the world is round, and you can
so,
argue against it, but we have scientific proof otherwise.
so turns out like, yeah, they kind of know. Okay, here's the thing. What happened was,
Because I've seen like cutscenes from the newer game that looked awful.
okay, well
Like
that's not
they look like
even
a PS2 game.
yeah, that's not even the problem. Like in my opinion, the problem is more so that um
I'm not what
Coochie.
I'm looking for.
We're just here. We're just going through the motions. The relationship died years ago. We're just we're just in it. Um, what was it? The people who make the games, the people who are like 2K, weren't originally the people working on the games. Like that was the situation. AKI used to be the developers for the series. Like I don't know if you remember, AKI was also the people who used to do like the No Mercies, the you know, like they took over after Acclaim. And AKI were like the people working on the game. And and weirdly enough, it seems like AKI wanted to do something different. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they wanted to do something different. Like fucking they wanted to like 2K was like, yeah, put fucking cheese and pepperoni on the pizza. AKI was like, let's try like baked chicken and goat cheese, and they were like, no, cheese and no, and that's just how it went down. So AKI just kind of like quit. Like they didn't quit. Like they didn't like act like actually quit, but they did. They just kind of stopped working on the games, and 2K had to like pick up where they left off. And like I watched a short documentary about it. Like it's called like What Happened or What Happened. And like the dude was just like, yeah, like it's not like this is what I think happened. It's like there's like actual testimonies from people who used to work at AKI or people who tried to work on the game series, and like it's just a matter of like, hey, we wanted to do this, and the people at 2K were kind of brought into the people at 2K were just kind of brought in to finish it,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't ready like at all. Like the game wasn't done by far, and so like some people like yeah, like they he feels like the guy doing the video was like, yeah, proof of the concept of that, like it was like they knew it wasn't finished. Like the past two games, like 19 and 18, it's rare to ever count backwards, so I almost messed that up. 19 and 18 both had like these super duper oh my gosh, what the heck even dude pre-orders where you could where you could pre-order the game and like pre-install it and you could play it like a few days. You could play it a few days ahead of time. This game didn't have, not only it did not only have that as an option, it simply didn't have a pre-order bonus. Like I think you could pre-order it and you got like Bray Wyatt, like the Fiend, as a character for free, which wasn't free because you paid like a little extra money. But the game, dude, the game's broken. Like not like one of the things that I felt like that was like the worst was that so like so you remember when we used to play over here, like what would happen is like what you could do is like you could upload your characters and stuff to the to the servers, your characters, your stages, created
Hmm.
content, you could upload it. So like this game has that, but once you sign the UCLA the EULA UCLA the EULA agreement, it locked you into 2K20. Meaning, if you had a copy of 2K19, you wouldn't be able to access the 2K19 servers anymore.
Why?
I don't know. So like if you had content like over on that version of the game that you wanted to like use like wrestlers, stages, anything, any kind of user generated content. If there was any of it that you wanted to use it, if you bought it on Steam, that is, to use it, what you would have to do is create a new Steam account and rebuy the game so that you
No.
can. You didn't hear me out.
I mean, it doesn't matter what you have to say at this point.
No, like that was it. That's what you had to do if you wanted to play both games, and that's just where it stopped. That was
I will say it's really bold of them to think that everyone wanted to pay for it once.
yeah, I guess. But I think it's one of those things like they're really hoping, ow, to lock people into the idea of buying of playing the newer game. So like once you start the newer game, you're less inclined to go back to the older one. And I guess like the longer you play something that's trash, like it's harder to realize how trash it is because you're kind of stuck. Oh, that did work, huh? Well,
If our people were like put together like dick to ass, like human centipede style, and the last person has AIDS, how long would it take, like, all of them to get AIDS? Or
not
more
long,
specifically, HIV?
not long.
Okay.
Because the question would be, it would depend on like how healthy the person is. Because like you say dick to ass, like if like my pen like the head of my penis was like affixed to your anus.
Yeah, like part of the way
What the
in.
fuck is wrong with
It,
you?
with me? Nothing. I read this on Reddit.
Oh, never mind then. It's normal now. Well, okay, go ahead. Continue, please.
And what? If they completed the chain circuitry, they could cycle the AIDS through the asses fast enough to create super AIDS.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would it be super AIDS?
You're asking me.
What makes it super AIDS?
They compared it to a particle accelerator.
I don't think that's how that works. Like
It's not,
I
but
see.
they thought it. They, I
You
see
know what
like the
that
work
was?
you made.
You know what that was?
What?
They understood how particle accelerators worked, and they wanted somebody to know that they understood how it worked. So
I
here
mean,
they
I just think they
are.
wanted like a circle of men fucking each other. I think that's what they really wanted at the end of the day.
um, I'm trying to think of like how would that work out because it's these are other people's stuff. I forgot whose, but it's somebody's stuff that played with us one day. It comes down to your heart rate. I believe it like comes down to your heart rate as well. So it depends like how fast are you cycling blood through your system. Like how fast are you cycling blood through your system, and how quickly can you pump it into the the person attached to you, and then how fast can like that blood. So because like this is assuming that the fucking blood is this is assuming that it's connected to something, and not just like because you're just talking about like here's your penis is attached to this. Like I think it probably take a while in that case, just because it would. I don't fucking know. Because like
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
because I
sex,
really
but
don't know. Like, because mind you, it's not like saying like they're just having the sex the one time. It's that like they're just living that life now. Like they are living the dick to ass life now.
yeah, I don't think it take long for the. I'd say like how
I
many
mean, on
people?
top of everything else, like because of the way the surgery is gonna go, like their blood is gonna be in your anus.
Okay, so the better question is, so we're talking about a circle of people, because with the
Are we using the particle accelerator guy's idea? Because we were just talking about like in a line, but
okay, like
like
with
particle
that being the
accelerator
case,
guy.
okay, we're talking about like okay, if we're just talking about like his dick is like shoved in your butt with super glue, and it like just magical, it like actually just gets glued. What the fuck is wrong with us? It just kind of gets glued there, and that works. It would take longer than you'd think, but if it was sewed into place, then yeah, it wouldn't take long at all because there's blood contact. Because the needle is passing through their skin and into your skin, and it might not be so. You might get lucky on the first pass through, but then to like have several stitchings, and then uh
I mean, the answer is that they'll probably die of septic shock before they fucking get AIDS. So,
what the hell is this?
or toxic shock syndrome, or whatever the fuck it is.
Toxic toxic shock. What the hell was that?
I'm on a
Did
Reddit
you
called like
die?
who me?
Yeah.
No, why?
Cause I'm over here like just walking around, and there was like stone, an iron nugget, and some redstone just floating in the water over here.
Weird. Like where?
On the first bridge, like closest to the house, like across the little like the gorge, the very tiny gorge, like closest to
I'll,
the pyramid.
I'll come look.
Like it's good. They're in my pocket now.
Oh,
But as I walked over here, like it was definitely like it like there was a stack of like diorite, dorite, just floating under the like floating over here under this, and then there was a gold nugget, and then there was I'm sorry, it wasn't redstone, it was gunpowder, but it looked like redstone.
hmm.
A gold nugget.